Greetings all, my name is Control. I'm a professional artist, a huge fan of classic Marvel and DC Comics. You're watching the latest in a series of gaming pinup videos, so if you like what you see, think about hitting the like button on your way out and subscribe for more. Look everyone, I hate to open up a video on a sour note, but I need to address something that's come to my attention. It's an ongoing issue with this channel that I need to talk about seriously before jumping into the usual side-splitting comedy. This problem is relevant to my integrity as a gamer, and so I'm going to deal with it the YouTube way.
Good God, you mean?
That's right. I'm going to make a cringy apology.
There's gotta be another way.
Let's just get this over with. It seems that Control Incorporated has uploaded over 30 videos without covering a single Nintendo game. I know, I'm so sorry. Nintendo is the very bedrock of video games, the company that pulled gaming itself from the brink of destruction. I absolutely deserve the booze. I think setting my car on fire is a bit much, but to anyone that I've hurt through my reckless choice of material for the channel, I'm not that person anymore. I'm working to make the channel a more inclusive environment for diversity and the unheard voices. Okay, close the portal. Just wow. Relax everyone. Every now and then we like to peek in on our darkest timeline.
That mirror universe version of you is a piece of work. Probably has a soy latte right off camera.
Well, we're not complete opposites. I mean, I really like his approach to drawing Samus. I'm totally ripping that off.
And you both have ignored Nintendo on your YouTube channels.
Okay, I haven't ignored it. I mean, I very specifically mentioned my old Nintendo Entertainment System in my Mega Man and Ninja Gaiden videos. Did I mention Control Incorporated Gaming fan art has videos from Mega Man and Ninja Gaiden YouTube?
They'll promote this channel someday, Control.
Bastards! But yeah, it was only after the pinup was completed and I started assembling images and footage for this video that I realized Metroid was the first actual Nintendo exclusive to make it to my drawing table. Well, the first one that I actually recorded, that is. Visitors to my Instagram page have no doubt seen my Pokemon art. Did I mention Control Incorporated Gaming fan art has drawings on Instagram?
Look, just like, follow, subscribe, comment, do all the things all the time, everywhere.
The problem might all come down to the spotty history I have with Nintendo hardware. I've had an NES and an SNES, an original Game Boy, and a GameCube. That's it. I'd probably be into having a Switch if I was still making that 1-hour train commute from Baldwin to Midtown. But of all the big Nintendo exclusives, Metroid is the one with the most interesting hero. Aesthetically speaking, that is. In the Who Would You Rather Draw Olympics, Samus Aran faces off against a cartoon plumber, a boy elf, a gorilla, and whatever the hell this thing is. Call me crazy, but the supermodel in high-tech space armor had this one in the bag. Although I'm sure we'll get around to drawing those other guys eventually. Not you, Kirby. Metroid also happens to have a highly renowned reputation in gaming circles. Super Metroid and Metroid Prime in particular are practically legendary at this point. And for me personally, that acclaim is completely justified. The original Metroid appeared on the good old 8-bit Nintendo Entertainment System. Like most games of the time, I got it in my hands without knowing very much about it. At a glance, it looks like pretty much every other side-scrolling platformer. But like most true 8-bit classics, you really have to play the thing to see the subtle genius in its design. Metroid's big gimmick was the way leveling up character abilities enabled your actual progress through the stages. Early on, the hero confronts several impenetrable barriers and gaps that become passable only when specific powers are unlocked. Doors that require missile attacks, or high platforms that need jump boots, or small tunnels that have you turn into a pinball to roll through. So, yeah, rather than just running through various stages, Metroid demanded players unlock each level's layers and secrets through a unique exploration mechanic. Well, unique for its time anyway. Powering up your hero not only made her stronger, it made the game itself larger in a clever, organic way. Speaking of her, Metroid is also pretty famous for its twisty ending. The sequence that first reveals the hero Samus to be a girl. There was no internet around at the time to spoil that little tidbit. When extremely young me saw the ending, I was initially confused, thinking the game had introduced a new playable female character with long flowing hair. It took several minutes to grasp what I was seeing. For an 8-bit game, Metroid does an exceptional job creating a dark atmosphere. A sharp contrast to the sunny worlds of Mario and Zelda. It's helped along by a spooky sci-fi soundtrack that serves the sense of isolation, a solo mission into a dark underworld. When the series reached its very first 3D iteration, the player point of view switched to first person, giving the trademark dark atmosphere even more immersion. You were now controlling Samus right from inside her helmet and got all kinds of fancy scan readouts, a HUD, and even occasional reflections of Samus's face. By now, gaming technology made it perfectly feasible for her to start yapping away. But the development team cleverly opted to keep things silent. There was always something enigmatic about Metroid's hero that would be lost if players, suddenly got to know her. So, no talking for Samus.
Control. Samus talks plain as day in the Wii game Metroid Other M.
Exactly. Now, I was initially worried about playing Metroid Prime on my GameCube. Due to the bizarre control scheme it used for aiming and shooting, I have a bit of a pet peeve about eccentric control setups, and by the time Metroid Prime came out, the standards for first-person controller layouts had been pretty well established. But hey, Nintendo, am I right? Always gotta be different. Anyway, the controls took getting used to, but it was worth the effort. Prime turned out to be the best Metroid game yet. To my surprise, the same gimmicks that worked so well in the side-scrolling classics made an even better showing in 3D. If you play only one Metroid game in your life, make it Metroid Prime. If you're stuck on a life raft in the middle of the ocean with Larry Bundy, Super Metroid will do. But here's hoping you enjoyed this little journey back in Nintendo time and the accompanying artwork. If you did, go ahead and tap that like button and be sure to subscribe for more like it. Make sure to share this video with all the aggrieved Nintendo fanatics who have been avoiding this channel. I will see you in the next one. Control out.